Hi, Nyasha.
Hello.
Hi, Nyasha.
How-
I'm here.
I'm fine, Kathleen. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Welcome to the Talk with Dr. Nyasha William Kwazemba show. I'm happy that you are here. Some people they find it hard to connect on the show, and some they'll be fearing talking on a live radio show. Welcome to the Talk with Dr. Nyasha William Kwazemba, and today we will be talking about the impact of COVID-19 in businesses and the communities that we are living in. And I'm giving you this platform now to introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what you do. Thank you. Welcome to the show.
All right, thank you, Nyasha. I am Kathleen Sanzira, usually known by it officially is Kat. Yes. I am the CEO of Oblivious Talent Management Agency, which is a company which is based here in Harare in the CBD.
Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yes, I stay in Shasha Hills, Harare. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Tell us about a little about your business. What you do, and I believe that you're a young person, and to be a CEO. When you are a lady in our African culture, they usually see it as let me put it in Shona. Vanenge vachiona sekunge, especially men, they've got that ego. Vanenge vachingoti vanhu vechikadzi they can't be CEO while least were they in the company. Can you tell us your experience, a little bit about your experience as the CEO?
All right. So basically, my company does 5 major services: events management, advertising and branding, catering services, consultancy, and accounting and bookkeeping.
Wow.
With our culture, it's been very difficult. It's been very, very difficult because our African culture does not really support women in business.
Yes.
It's viewed as you're trying to be dominant when sometimes you're not, and you're trying to be manly when you really don't reflect that.
Yes.
But luckily for me, I have a supportive person in my life who is very supportive, and my business would not actually be there if it wasn't for him. So at the end of the day, the culture, yes, we tend to have certain limitations to things that we actually borrow from the African culture and things that we don't borrow. And most of the times, you just need to support each other, be there for each other. The African culture has really transitioned, evolved from something that we thought of in the past to something more modern now.
Yeah. That's our African culture. But the show that today I've invited you, Miss Kathleen, is to talk about the impact of COVID-19 at your workplace. You can tell us, as the CEO, how has the COVID-19 affected you personally as the CEO of a company? We know that when you're a CEO, there's a heavy load. You'll be a pressure from the workers and pressure from the part of the government, and also paying taxes on your neck. So can you tell us how COVID-19 has affected your business?
Well, basically, my business is a service providing business, and with the COVID-19 guidelines, if you don't have proper registration, which thank goodness for my business I have, you'll face challenges from getting to the workplace and just having employees around. You no longer have so many people being around at work, and the workload is almost still the same, but it's not at 100% because people are not traveling for various reasons, and events have slowed down. People have since a bit pushed out some services that we provide, all because of the COVID-19 pandemic,
Yes. But we once saw that the government had promised to help businesses. Have you got help during this pandemic, just during this COVID-19 period, or you haven't gotten help from them?
Well, for me, for the business, really,
yes,
we were lucky to be part of one of the beneficiaries of the Youth Relief Fund given by the government.
Yeah.
So we received support, through the ministry, and I think they were looking for registered youth businesses, youth-led and youth-serving businesses, and we were very fortunate to get support from that.
Wow, that's interesting, because I've been talking to some youth just recently and doing a survey about some that got the youth relief fund. It's actually interesting that I finally got someone who actually got help from the government, and I am happy. I am happy to talk to you. So tell us also, how are your workers have been? How has the COVID-19 affected, especially your workers? I understand. I personally, I have been having challenges, especially when you're going to town. You'll be having cops everywhere. They're asking for passes, and some are getting. Sometimes you get arrested and get detained for not having a pass. Sometimes when you have the pass, they will tell you that, hey, Chitamba.
Hello? I think I've just lost you, Nyasha. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes. The question that I had asked is, can you tell us how your workers have been affected by the COVID-19, especially when coming to work and going back home? Because I personally, I have had problems when I'm driving to town. When you get to a roadblock and they ask you for pass, then you just give them the pass. They will tell you, this pass, it's old, it has to be signed by the CEO, it has to go through these processes. So how have been your workers been affected by this?
Well, ever since the pandemic started, you just have to see where the future of the business is going. Yes. So basically, we turned to digitalize the business.
Wow, that's interesting.
Home,
Yes.
You give them the data, you pay for their Wi-Fi's in their respective areas, and allow them to work from home, because the pandemic is real. We cannot hide from that. But that's very true. On a need-to-be basis, that's when we're giving travel letters, and then also incorporating going to pick them up, and bringing them to work and all that. But it's for a need for them to be there basis.
Yes.
Otherwise, we did switch to going online, doing things digitally, Yeah.
Yes. So, my viewers, I'm here with Miss Kathleen. We are talking about the impact of COVID-19 in Zimbabwe, especially in businesses and the lifestyle of the people of Zimbabwe. So we are talking to the movers and shakers in Zimbabwe, in Zimbabwean business, but she's telling us how the COVID-19 has affected their businesses. So for you to get in touch with us, please come to our WhatsApp platform. That is 0776 498 183. Share with us, ask the questions, tell us how has the COVID-19 affected you wherever you are. Okay, coming back to COVID-19, Kathleen, tell us, how has the COVID-19 affected your family per se? Your family, how has it affected you, especially financially and the lifestyle? I know you had to adjust a lot of stuff, going out with the kids, going out with your husband, and all those things. Please tell us, how has it affected you? Has the lifestyle changed, or you still continue with the old lifestyle that you used to live, or you have just adjusted?
Well, you get more time indoors and you get more time with the family that you never thought you could have. Balancing work and family has been a bit hard, because you're just going out in the morning, then returning in the evening, and then just seeing them there and having some time with them. And yeah, the lifestyle has since changed. At times, even when you're working, they're just like, okay, we need some time with you, and you can't say no, you know?
Yeah. I understand. Also, there's a lot of people, especially the Ministry of Health, has been issuing out statements and saying some companies and businesses, they are not actually adhering to the measures put in place by the ministry on COVID-19. Vanoti vamwe macompanies musikuteerera kana muchiudza kuti the guidelines that you should follow, especially when it comes to COVID-19. So what we want to know is, on your business, how are you guys fighting COVID-19? Because I have traveled to Bulawayo. Actually, I'm based in Bulawayo. I've traveled to some shops in Bulawayo. I've went to a Zupco queue. I've seen people not adhering to the 1 meter standing social distancing. I've seen people not putting on mask while it's in queue in Zupco. I've seen some shops, when you get into some shop, you don't get sanitized. They don't even care about the mask. Some businesses, they've also written notices that no mask, no service. So tell us, how are you guys in your company fighting COVID-19 with your workers? I know it's hard to adhere to those measures, but we have to stick to them. Because I personally, in the studio, I used to have guests. I would just invite you into my studio and come and sit down and we talk. But now I cannot invite my guests. I have to rely on talking them on call. So tell us, how are you guys fighting COVID-19 in your business?
Well, basically, in our business, in our line of business, most of the things we've turned to digitalize, unless if it's an event that really needs us on the ground. Otherwise, most of the things we're now doing online. So yeah, that's what we've since done. Because, and you know, all these preventions, we use the sanitizers and, you know, masks. The 1 meter rule is very, very hard to adhere to. I think it's one of the guidelines that is actually very hard to adhere to. Because you know how when even you're having a photography shoot, you need to maybe sometimes even touch the person and be like, go this angle or show them.
Yes, and actually my instructions to say do this pose and stuff. Yeah, I understand.
It's very hard to adhere to it, but you know, you just try. You just after you do it, that's when you realize, oh my word, I need to maintain this space between this person. You never know. Yeah. So have you taken some of your workers for COVID-19 testing, or you haven't taken them for testing? Because a lot of people, they've been complaining that the pricing that the ministry placed is just too high. It's just too high. So what's your take on that? Well, we've taken our employees for testing before we do it.
Yes, that's interesting.
People to go for tests. And yeah,
okay,
but
that's
the issue with some of the testing devices. They're so expensive. They're very, very expensive. I think
because now you are my number 20 to actually complain about the testing devices being expensive. The infrared thermometer. You are my now number 20 to complain about the pricing, because I also think that the pricing is just absurd, because they're charging from $60 to $75 for the infrared thermometer. So if you guys done some way that you can talk to the government, maybe to just give you those devices, or you're just now relying on those measures that are there.
Well, we've since identified different centers that are actually doing another test for free.
Okay, that's interesting.
So that we just go there and, you know, organize ourselves and then go there and get tested and see where it stands. But the other issue that I really need to stress out is, you know, there are different types of tests for COVID-19.
Yes.
There are two tests, the RDT and the PCR. PCR can tell someone that they're positive. Then they may be positive, but the RDT can come out negative. We need like something Chinwan that will be solid to just let people know, are they negative or are they positive? They don't need that confusion on whether they are positive or negative,
Positive or not.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are the RTG and the PCR. So you are actually saying the PCR sometimes might exaggerate, or you are saying it's actually accurate, or the RTD one is also exaggerating, or it's also saying a little bit of truth.
Well, the issue with these two testing methods, you don't know which one is really working properly, because I can't say, because I'm not a health professional. So yeah, I can't really say. But from what I've heard and what I've asked about it, the PCR is the one which health doctors and health personnel have confidence in. That's the one they really follow on whether this person is positive or negative. Yeah.
Wow, that's an interesting finding, because I've been trying to do that test for almost now 3 months, and I'm still having challenges. I did the test, but up to date I haven't got some my results. But I've done some other tests from private institutes, and they are accurate. But with the current situation, the crisis that we have currently in Zimbabwe, maybe that's the other thing that is affecting on the issues of testing, the PCR and the RTG, because I think the private sector is trying to push something that is not giving accurate results. So people should actually stick with being tested using the PCR method. I think that's the best. I don't know, but I think it's the best.
Yeah. But it's also an issue of affordability for us as too. We have to think about that, because 65 US for normal, on the minimum of a civil servant, they're not even getting 50 US. So
that's the prices are just absurd. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to Kathleen Sanzira here on the show. We were talking about the impact of COVID-19 that has ravished the whole world. We have seen America and United Kingdom having the highest numbers of infected people with COVID-19. We are about to wrap up the show, so we have to give Miss Kathleen this platform to actually tell us more about their company and their vision, their mission, and to also give us the contacts on how people can get in touch with you guys when they want some of your services. We are not only talking about COVID-19, but we are also promoting businesses. We are also into marketing businesses. Mrs. Kathleen, I think this is your platform now to tell us the vision, the mission of your company, and the goals that you wish to achieve in 2020. And also give the viewers your numbers, where your offices are, where they can locate you guys. So tell us, and also tell us your services. Please take your time to tell us.
All right. Oblivious Talent Management Agency is a company which does events management, advertising and branding, catering services, consultancy, and accounting and bookkeeping. We're located in the Harare CBD, corner Jason and First, in Bothwell House, 3rd floor, at the Youth Center. And we're also located at 10 Belvedere West, Harare. You can, for now, to book our services, please go and like and message either our Instagram page, our Facebook page, or otma.com, our website, or our Twitter account. Please message those, and then you can book from there. Our WhatsApp contact number is 0771 64 9901. You'll get assistance from there.
Okay. So tell us more about where you guys are looking at your company in the next coming 5 years. Where will you be, you guys? We want to know that. My viewers are interested in that. Someone has just sent a message on WhatsApp and said, "Doc, I'm in Harare, so I need to know what you guys, if on your Instagram, if I can't get hold of you on WhatsApp and Instagram, is there any other platforms that they can get in touch with you?"
Yes, our Facebook,
on email
and email too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You can share your email so that they can also get hold of it.
Our email is otma2019@gmail.com.
Wow, thank you, Mrs. Kathleen Sanzira, for joining us live. I know it was a short notice, but thank you for coming on board and telling us more about the impact of COVID-19 in your business, and also sharing with us the ideas of your business. And we are looking forward to interact with you in some of our shows. We've got a show that we're going to be hosting. I think that is on Friday. We will be having like 5 guests on the show, and if you're interested to be part of the panelists, we'll be talking about the current situation, the current crisis that we have in Zimbabwe, and also how are we going to change, how are we going forward as a nation, and how is the business getting affected by the crisis that we currently have in Zimbabwe. We've seen a lot of things that have been happening of recently, and people, the adoptions, people getting arrested, and etc. and etc. So we want to hear from the business people. How are those crises affecting your businesses? Because there's a post that was posted on Twitter. Someone, for a business person, complained and said, "These sanctions are affecting my business." When I try to interact with a company that is in America, they say to him, "We cannot unfortunately, we are interested in your services, but we cannot do any further business with you because your country is under sanctions." So we are looking forward. I'll furnish you with the details on your inbox, so that you tell us you're interested, so that we can add you onto the list of our panelists. Thank you so much for joining us, my viewers. Thank you for joining us live, though it was a short notice on the show. We thank Mrs. Kathleen Sanzira for joining us live tonight and talking about the impact of COVID-19 and a lot on business. Unfortunately, our time has been Kitty. So thank you for joining us on the Talk with Dr. Nyasha William Kwazemba, where we discuss politics, business, entertainment, and a lot of gossip on our show and business. And on top of that, tichitaura nyaya dziri kuitika pa Twitter and what's happening on the nation of Zimbabwe. We love Zimbabwe. We are keep on saying Zimbabwean lives matters, and we love you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Kathleen Sanzira. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you, Nyasha.